Welcome back, guys.
How about that? We found a new toy. Welcome to Wake Up Web3 with Reptar and JC. You like our new countdown there, Mr. Gray? Muna likes it.
Guys, this is a professional operation now, okay? We got it. So,
semi-pro.
Yes, exactly. You know, we're trying to set some things up. We got Restream going now, guys. So hopefully this will be a little bit easier for everybody. Hopefully the sound is coming in good. We had a couple issues with that, but we're
yeah. If we are too low for you and you have to turn your speakers way up, let us know. I can play with the inputs a little bit, but because we switched over to Restream and we're still playing with it, we're just trying to get better with each broadcast that we do, with each video that we do. So give us feedback, please. Either live here, let us know what's going on, or feedback in the comments so we can make it some trips.
And we can take it, I promise. So guys, we have a really interesting show to talk about today. We have some news on a lot of ETFs. We'll get into that here in a second, but as we always do, we will start off with the crypto bubbles. Yes, we absolutely need some background noise for sure.
Yeah, we can. We just need to, I don't know, get something that's not copyrighted. Or I tell you what, I'd really like to do is have like a little countdown, and then do like a little short 30-second intro video. That would be awesome.
Yeah, some maybe bloopers from some of our videos.
Huh?
Be fun.
JC's
really like, oh God, no.
Because they're all me being a moron. All right. Let me.
So here, I'll go ahead and we'll share the bubbles.
Give me the bubbles.
Bubbles. We're going to get a sound effect for that too, I swear, because I'm not going to say it every day. Oh, we have sound effects. Sound effects, guys. Professional operation. We're getting it. But yeah, so, the markets are kind of, rebounding a little bit. It's good to see.
Okay, I like that. A happy Chompy walking across the countdown screen.
Ooh, I
like it.
Love that. That's good. We haven't seen Chompy in a while. We're gonna have to.
I miss Chompy.
I know. I miss Chompy too.
I'm a dinosaur.
But yeah, guys, Render up 13%. That's one of our picks, guys. We really are bullish on Render. Pump.fun doing its thing, pumping away. And then we also got Doge and HBAR. Both of them are up, surprisingly, for the week. We've had a lot of really bullish news, but obviously there was a giant attack on JavaScript. People were kind of panicking for a little bit. I really expected it to kind of affect the markets, and it really didn't. I mean, there's so much bullish news going on in the markets right now that I'm surprised we're not pumping more, because it's the writing is on the wall. We're going to get into this a little bit more, but we got rate cuts coming next week. A lot of people think there's going to be a rate cut, and we should have some more by the end of the year. We also have, JC, how many ETFs are filed right now? What was the number on that?
1 second. I'm answering Mr. Gray's question there. Let me pull it up. I want to say like 90. There are 90 ETFs in waiting, and they just keep adding more every day. We'll get into the ETFs. I'm a little flabbergasted, and we're going to be off topic for just a second, because I just opened my Coinbase app, and I just opened it, and it says this.
Ooh.
So I'm like, Coinbase DEX? Interesting.
Ooh,
you can have access to the DEX assets that aren't necessarily on Coinbase. So
interesting. It looks like Coinbase is trying to get into DeFi, which is that's a good sign. I mean, I thought Arrow was kind of their DeFi play, but maybe they're doing something new. We'll have to look into that.
Yep, that was interesting.
I haven't checked Coinbase today, guys. But yeah, that's there's so much going on, guys. There's so much bullish news just constantly coming out, and
Go ahead, finish.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I think the number of ETFs filed right now is up to like 93, 94, somewhere around there. Yeah. And these are for all kinds of different projects, from HBAR to even some meme coins like Doge has an ETF filing.
Well, and it makes me wonder, Oops, sorry, wrong thing. Trying to pull this up. It makes me wonder with all of the good news, a bunch of ETFs being put out there every day by all the big companies. I'll show you the list here in a minute. But all these ETFs are being pushed. We have all this good news. Like, click on the daily on the bubbles for me. I want to show you something. Like, you see that Doge is up 12%, but on the daily, Doge is only up 0.4%. Even though just yesterday we found out that Dogecoin was part of a grayscale ETF. And so I'm trying to figure out why that's not pushing things higher. You couple that with
it really makes me think a lot. There's some serious price manipulation going on. I know a lot of people, talk about that. It's all conspiracy, whatever. But I really do think like the big money's given their boys time to get into this stuff, and they're positioning everything, and that's why they keep just pushing it back and pushing it back.
Right.
Oh,
but see, I was gonna say you're. I think that's a good part of it. Even if you want to give them the benefit of the doubt and say, no, they're just waiting on the Clarity Act to pass and more legislative clarity. It's you just wonder. We know that rate cuts are coming next week, but and very likely rate cuts are coming in October and December. So typically what I've seen in the past is that gets baked into the price. Like the price runs up ahead of the rate cut. It doesn't wait till after it actually breaks. And so that's another, that should be pushing things higher, right? That's good news. The ETFs, the rate cuts, daily news breaking of partnerships or adoption by large tech companies. I mean, for goodness sakes, Apple is talking about, having native crypto apps just ship with their new phones. Like that broke yesterday. And
they're pricing every company from Apple to Volkswagen to all the, they're all accepting crypto now. And that's the crazy thing is we've never been in a more bullish macro scenario with all this incredible stuff going on. But again, like JC said, the price just hasn't really moved. So,
well, and then the bad news, we had a massive hack that could potentially affect a lot of people, and it ended up being caught early, which is great, but that didn't really push prices down that much.
Yeah.
And so we're just in this, and I'm not sure what it's going to take to move prices one way or another. I mean, I understand we have, there's lots of world event rumors going on. Israel's bombing Dubai now, apparently. Or not Dubai. Was it Dubai? I don't know. They bombed somebody yesterday that was like, ooh, that was a bad move.
Here's my theory with everything, and I could be wrong. Attack me in the chats if you guys don't agree. But and we've talked about this before, but I really do believe that a lot of these big companies, they really are waiting for this regulatory clarity. JC actually kind of me talked about this a little bit before we went on the show today. The Clarity Act still hasn't passed yet. So a lot of these big money players that are probably going to invest hundreds of millions, even billions of dollars into some of these projects, I really do think that they're waiting for a lot of this stuff, like the ETFs, like the Clarity Act to get passed, waiting for rate cuts. I mean, I feel like this is all intended.
I don't like that. Sorry, guys. I don't like that. We're going to go back to that. So, yeah, we were at, what is the Clarity Act? Well, here you go. This is it right here. What are the key aspects? Jurisdictional boundaries, SEC, CFTC, who's doing what? That they need to know. What is a digital commodity? They need some. So, believe it or not, despite, the last 30 or 35 years of executive branch agencies just making up their own definitions, technically Congress is supposed to define things and the executive branch is supposed to enforce things. So we do need some congressional definitions. We need some law definitions. Then we need, which
we need clarity.
Right?
What? The government names something that actually makes sense? Imagine that.
So this is the gist of what it's trying to do, trying to set the rules in place. And so if you want to give the SEC the benefit of the doubt, they're saying, look, we want to make sure that what we're doing and the regulations that we're trying to enforce are within our jurisdiction, and they don't get turned over to the CFTC, and then we have to redo everything. So in one sense, if you want to say, okay, they're just trying to do a good job, I'm not willing to be that generous with the government anymore. They burned all the goodwill with me a long time ago. So this is what we're looking for. I do like consumer protections. I do like
a lot of this stuff is important.
Yeah,
for sure.
And I know there are people out there like, crypto is supposed to be unregulated, and that's the whole point of it. It's supposed to be free, completely free market. I'm like, yeah, that's fine, but the big boys will not play in that pool, and I need the big boys to play in the pool so that I can ride the waves.
That's exactly it, guys. And if you really want this technology to change the world, if you really want mass adoption, at the end of the day, this technology, I truly believe, is going to make the world better. It's going to make money more fair. It's going to make a lot of these industries easier and, not so, I guess, slow and cluttered. Things like supply chain. So I want adoption. I want clarity because, as JC said, that's going to let the big boys pump the bags. But it's also going to allow these technologies to do what they need to do and have regulation,
Yeah. And as more big money flows into the space, the crypto space matures and evolves and gets better. And I know it also, don't get me wrong, it also gets worse because it gets more centralized and more controlled.
Yeah, but people start trusting it is the thing. Like, right. I made this example to somebody at work. We were talking about the new XRP card, and it had the little XRP logo in the corner, and some people were like, it's not a big deal. They just put the logo and it's like nothing, but it's a big deal because when you have people like my parents' age, like where they see, MasterCard, they see Visa on their card, they trust that logo. So seeing the XRP logo on a debit card with the logo, with, Visa or MasterCard, it builds trust with them. And the thing is, people still don't trust Bitcoin, and the market cap of Bitcoin is more than Visa and MasterCard combined, and people still don't really understand it or trust it. So
the approved Bitcoin ETFs grew. I'm going to make up a number because I don't have it pulled up here, but it was the fastest ETF to reach $1 billion valuation ever. Outpaced gold by like 100 times. Like gold took, I don't know, 50 years to get to $1 billion valuation, and Bitcoin took 9 months. So
the demand for it is clear. Especially, again, we have all of these ETFs being filed, 90 something ETFs, but the thing is, the SEC has decided to push it back. They're pushing it back to November 12th, actually. So it's funny. A lot of us, it wasn't. You're right.
Sorry, 2 days.
2 days, it reached $1 billion. Wild. But yeah, so again, guys, we talked about ETFs being approved probably sometime in October. Before we even talked about this happening maybe in September. The SEC just keeps pushing things back.
Where is my chart? I had a chart.
The original deadline was like, I think October 18th. They pushed that back.
Now. Oh, it was September. And then it was October. And where's my chart? Here it is.
They keep pushing it back. And again, I think the reason for this is because they want positioning. They want to, let their inside money and their friends position themselves in some of these projects. I really think that's part of the reason we haven't seen a lot of the markets move, is because people are waiting on the sidelines for a lot of this clarity. But again, this might be a blessing in disguise because September traditionally has been kind of a rough month. So we might be getting some really big deals on some really valuable crypto that is going to be, different projects that are probably going to do really well in the next few months.
But yeah, take a look at this, guys. Over 90 ETFs pending approval. There's already several that exist, but here's who's got them. Hashtag, Franklin, Bitwise, Grayscale, Bitwise, Canary, Grayscale, CoinShares, Grayscale. Van Eric, 21 shares. Canary, Bitwise, Franklin, Fidelity, Invesco, Grayscale, 21 shares. Bitwise, Canary, Wisdom Tree, CoinShares, Franklin, Grayscale. You sensing a pattern here? Bitcoin and ETH. A basket. Bitcoin and ETH, basket. Litecoin, Solana, Doge, XRP,
And
Cardano,
by the way, guys,
HBAR.
basket is just a
mutual fund.
yeah,
mutual fund.
Yeah. Self-explanatory.
Dot, XRP, AVAX, ETH.
Don't buy basket token.
Sweet, yeah. Somebody's gonna make $1 million on that. INJSEI. All. Who is this? It doesn't tell me who's forming that one.
Interesting.
Crypto ETP generically. Okay, I don't know what that
They're
is.
like, we're buying it all. We're buying everything, they said.
But like AXL, Canary wants an Axelar. Interesting. That's an XRP play. Near on. I mean, look at this. Derivatives.
Near is slept on a lot. I like Near. I think it doesn't get a lot of attention. It's interesting that that's one of the ones they filed for.
Again, Capital. I don't know who that is, but like
Polkadot is a dinosaur coin.
Yeah.
All the way at the bottom.
Chainlink,
obviously. ICE for you.
So look, guys, over 90 are pending. Some are already like I don't know how many are there. Maybe 10 or 12 that have already been approved. They're primarily Bitcoin and Ethereum. But it's just here you go. Grayscale and Canary have filed for spot HBAR ETFs. We're going to talk a lot about HBAR as we move forward here because these are some of the first HBAR filings. Grayscale and Canary. We talked about this in gosh, it's been a couple of weeks. I think we had a video saying that Grayscale, or was it BlackRock? Let me look over here. Was going to file an ETF on a Monday, and they ended up not. Scrolling back through, checking our videos. HBR, the Spider. Yeah. So that was on August the 15th. Well, it's confirmed they actually did file that. So
yeah. And guys, these are some of the biggest financial entities in the world. Okay. They know what they're doing.
Grayscale is the largest.
Yeah.
They have the most assets under management in the world. The world.
Yeah, I agree. I am not bullish on Polkadot. I think I don't own any Polkadot. I haven't seen it do anything very impressive. I'm actually really surprised to see an ETF filing for Polkadot because it's just, to me, it's just a very nothing project. I mean, Solana, even Sui to me is a better play because they're essentially kind of in the same vein, I guess. But if you're buying Polkadot, you might as well buy Cardano. And to answer someone's question in the chat, we do not have a Cardano staking pool. We're open to all staking pools, especially after the mint. We're gonna have a lot more funds to work with, and some build on top of some of the stuff we already have. But we're open to opening any kind of pool. I would be more bullish on ADA than DOT, if anything, for sure.
Why do an ADA pool when we can do HBAR sauce?
Well, and that's the thing, guys. It's like we're really looking for what is going to be safer and more, profitable.
Well, and we'll plug our own project for a minute. We have a community pool that. We did a pre-sale and some stuff, and we use that to fund the community pool. And that is a pool of funds that we stuck in staking farms to grow the size of the pool. So we do that in HBAR and sauce primarily. We've done it some in Radium as well, and that pool is used to provide the community with fun prizes and stuff.
Exactly. So that's how we give back to the community. We do different airdrops and stuff from the pool. But yeah, they're doing very well. So
we will be announcing the next holders drawing raffle tonight.
Oh, tonight! Damn! All right.
I already have your prize picked out.
Game night. Let's go. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Wednesday, guys. Come in, win some free prizes. It's a good time.
Anyway, back to HBAR.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Here we go. Grayscale. S1 registration with the U.S. SEC for a Grayscale Hedera Trust ETF. I want you to read the second sentence twice. NASDAQ has already filed an application to list and trade shares of Grayscale's HBAR ETF. Read it again. NASDAQ. You might have heard of them.
This is huge, guys. It's basically being recognized as like a stock, which...
By the way, let me interject here. You see the Crypto Wendy OG in the crypto space. Great news, great information, great technical analysis. Go follow her. She's one of those people that I look to for technical analysis, and she keeps her finger on the pulse of crypto news. So go follow Crypto Wendy. So thanks, Wendy. You're awesome.
One day we will have Wendy on the show.
Ooh,
absolutely.
Let's do it.
We got Stash. We got to get Wendy. Hope you're watching. We're good. We appreciate all the content, Wendy.
These are our OGs that we follow and got us into space. Like gave us the news, gave us the information that helped us get into crypto when we didn't know anything about it. So thanks, Wendy. You were one of my original helpers in the space.
Appreciate you. Yeah, and we've had some other helpers that haven't been quite so helpful. So
we still learn from them. It was just expensive.
That's for sure. But yeah, guys, big stuff's going on. We're really excited to see kind of where all this goes. But just keep in mind, you still got time. A lot of these big players are positioning right now, and there's so much going on that, to me, again, not financial advice disclosure, but essentially what we're doing is we're accumulating as much as we can with these projects because they're the closest thing to a sure bet in crypto. I mean, these companies in these blockchains are going to do well.
Reptar, you don't have enough HBAR.
I don't.
JC, you don't have enough HBAR.
I do not have enough HBAR, and I will get more. I will get more.
Yep.
Sauce is the one Sauce is a little bit more of a risky play, I guess. HBAR is at safe 10x in my mind, but
speaking of what's going to be a 10x, we'll have that video coming out soon.
Woo! Another video coming out.
Again, All In Crypto, another person that I follow every day. I watch his videos every day. He does great stuff. Notice that he's talking about Archac Exchange has launched pool tokens on the Hedera distributed ledger technology. So who is Archac, you should ask? Guess what? I already asked that for you. Let me change this so you can see it as well. Digital Asset Exchange. They're a broker. They're a custodian. They're they're tied in with a lot of real world assets, but they're also tied in with multiple blockchains and cryptos. They're big in. They are partnered with XRP. Now they're partnered with HBAR. Like I said, it's important. They're a digital asset exchange. So they're an exchange. They're where you can buy and sell crypto. They're a broker, which means they can deal with the big boys, and they have custodial rights, so they can hold crypto. So we have institutions here in the United States that aren't necessarily able to custody crypto yet. So the banks can't custody most of it yet. They're getting there. They're not there yet. Archax is in the UK. They're already there. They're partnering with HBAR.
They're not getting custody of my crypto. we're going to family court.
So, is there anything else we need to drop today, or is that?
I think that's basically it, guys. Really, we just kind of wanted to talk about again how the the ETFs have been pushed back to November 12th. If you guys didn't catch that earlier. So we do have some more time to accumulate, and September has been traditionally a rough month for crypto. So I would expect to see a little bit of choppiness here over the next month. We could pump a little bit, and we could have another heavy correction. But I think the important thing to keep in mind is the perfect storm is still off the coast brewing right now, guys.
Yeah. We could the rates depending on what they do. If we go from instead of a 25% rate cut to I guess 25 basis points rate cut to a 50 basis points rate cut, that you would see a lot of movement there. I think 25 might not really move things a lot. We might see a little bit of movement, but that may take a minute. I mean, world events, Middle East, Russia, Ukraine, even, what is it, Venezuela now? Not Venezuela. Is it Venezuela or Nicaragua? I can't remember. whatever.
There could be a black swan event, you know.
So I don't know. I don't know what's going to push it up or down. Just pay attention. We'll be paying attention. We'll try and bring you the news each day and see what effects it has. But
and
that's all we can do.
Guys. It's again, I'm not checking the price every single day. We got people for that. Shout out DJ. But we you know, it's really important at this point, I think, to pay attention to the fundamentals and what is happening in Congress, what's happening in the Senate, and what these institutions are doing. I think that is the real bellwether for like what is about to happen. So don't get too hung up on the prices, guys. I would use this as one of your last opportunities to accumulate before we see the biggest cycle.
I'm not like, if you're long-term hodling, the price in the morning does not matter. The price next week doesn't matter. If you're trying to, you know, trade drops and pumps and dumps, and I'm looking at if you're really good at levels like DJ, if you understand support and resistance and all of the other random technical analysis that, you know, people like DJ or Wendy O or, you know, Crypto Jeb or any of these really good all in crypto, any of these TA guys who understand charts and stuff like that, if you're trying to use that to multiply your, you know, small bag or whatever, you got to be checking the price. But me, I'm just holding it for a few years. What the price is yesterday or tomorrow doesn't matter.
Exactly. Guys, you got to have your conviction in your project. So yes, exactly. Long-term DCA is always the way. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another live stream. We will be back tomorrow again at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we do have a bit of delay on the stream. So me and JC are probably just going to, you know, dance around and just be stupid for like the last 20 seconds of the stream. But we really, you know, appreciate all you guys. Oh, he's got the wig. Oh, damn. Uncle Ethan in the house. So we, again, guys, we're going to have the, he's getting ready. We're going to have the game night tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For any of you guys that want to come out, it's free to join. And we're giving away prizes. We talk a little bit more about what's going on in crypto and all kinds of other stuff. It's definitely a fun time. So join us. The link will be in the bio.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We do appreciate you, Muna and Mr. Gray, being here with us live. If you're watching live, thank you. If you're watching the replay, thank you. Comments, questions, snide remarks, tell us we suck. Watch out for those stupid scammers who are like, hey, this is, what was it yesterday? Sarah, something changed my life. No, she didn't.
No, what was her name? Mary Jane. That was the girl that had like 40 comments. Mary Jane changed my life. Oh,
follow her on.
Follow her. Trade with Mary Jane. I'm like, I trade with Mary Jane every single day.
Yeah. By the way, guys, those are, if you're new, those are scam comments. Every comment in the comment section, just assume it's a scam comment. Even ours. I'm just kidding. Ours are legit.
We're safe.
We need Chompy. That's right. More Chompy.
Yes, we do need Chompy.
Yes, Mr. Gray, we are. Yes, we are seeing your messages.
We will bring Chompy back for you guys.
Chompy.
Again, thanks, guys, so much. And we will catch you tonight at game night.
Game night.
9 p.m.
Eastern